Okay, hello and welcome to a brand new, hopefully, series where we're playing on the Respawn SMP. So this is just a bunch of people. I don't exactly know everyone, but I just kind of joined. And I wanted to get a good start on because it seems like everyone has been doing this for at least a couple days. The rules are don't grief spawn, no killing pets unless they harm you, don't grief spawn again, no griefing people's bases while they're offline, alliances can't last forever, no chickening out, and have common sense. Please dislike the Please like the video, like the video, and subscribe. Have fun and watch till the end because I'm gonna do epic things. Yeah, Is that a Jesus bear? No, it's actually floating. I thought it was just, like, walking on the water. That would have been dope. Oh, and we got terrapins! Terrapins are lit. That's so cool. By the way, there's also skills. So, as you can see in the, probably make the things that it's telling me to, even though it's a little annoying. We have skills up in the top right. And essentially what that's going to be is, well, it's gonna be skills. And they level up when you do things. So as we break this stuff, we're gonna gain some XP in a couple different things, mainly being, I believe it's a collection or something? Extraction. Yeah, and so we're at 1.1 XP, and we need 60 something it's a bunch of XP, so we're gonna have to collect a bunch of stuff, but thankfully I should be able to casually run through after we get enough wood. I'm not gonna worry too much. This isn't really the spawn area. It's kind of close, but it's not exactly anymore, so we won't have to worry about griefing or anything. And I probably should set a waypoint back at spawn, but I'm not gonna do that yet because I don't really care. It's fine. That's probably someone's base. So I think that I'm just gonna continue to go. I am gonna grab some sugarcane because we're gonna need that for enchanting. I'm gonna make sure to leave some because I want to keep it somewhat sustainable. There's koi fish too. I'm gonna need to get so many different cool things. And overall, there's just a bunch of different. We found Sasquatch. We found Sasquatch. That's dope. He seems pretty chill for now, but I'm worried because I am just a naked man. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of vibing, just kind of running around, getting some starting resources, so I'm not gonna mess with Sasquatch. Yeah, probably should go underground and get some stuff soon, but I do think that I want to get at least a little bit more wood soon, or quickly, because, again, wood is seemingly non-vein mineable, which is unfortunate. We're gonna get a little bit extra wood. I'm also gonna go back to the river, and we are going to be going for some fish. Catfish. Perfect. We get ourselves some fish. Another koi fish. It looks like we can get koi fish wherever, so I'm not gonna worry too much about getting rid of some koi fish, although I am a little bit concerned just because I want to make sure that we have enough food. But that's like an otter. That's dope. Do we get more XP from, I think we're getting moderately more XP from swimming than we are from going above the water. So, like, running. Bruh. How can I forget what running is compared to swimming? Okay, whatever. We're gonna get all these koi fish just so we have some food. I want to make sure that I have some food. Also, they just randomly sometimes drop bone meal because they're fish from Minecraft, which is dope. Now we're just gonna go, and I'm gonna use the rest of the durability on acquiring logs, and then we'll go caving. I think that's probably a good idea. Well, I found another dude because I broke my thing, but I don't know if that guy's chill. I'm just gonna not worry about that, and we're just gonna try and go mining because I think that's probably a better idea. Yeah, it definitely seems like a better idea than this. Okay, there's a bear and there's some broken trees. So I guess we're in someone else's territory. We got our first level. Wait, how do I, advancements? We go, advancements. Advent of Ascension. Oh, it's in here. Let's conquer the world. We got our first level. Level 2 in any skill, I gotta get to level 50 in skills. Don't cheat. Okay, this is gonna take, quite some time. That's fine. We can at least get down, I think. hopefully. Use some dirt to just get our way down a little bit, and then we'll be able to go mining, and I won't have to worry about anything. Yay! Hooray! I'm very happy. Very happy to have joined this SMP. Very happy to be here. Absolutely vibing and chilling. By the way, the other people who are in this SMP will be in the description if you want to check them out as well. I would highly recommend it. They seem like chill people, so, you know, it's a fun thing. But we just gotta get down all the way so we can hopefully get some better resources, because I think, you know, I think being stuck with some stone tools will lead us down a bad path, especially because I don't necessarily know if they do hazing around here or not, so I'm a little concerned, but it should be alright, correct? I hope. Now, that's a very big hope, because it'd be very unfortunate if there was a hazing ritual and we ended up being absolutely scrumdiddly dude. That would be very stinky indeed. But at least we can kind of get down here, which is great. Quite excellent, yes. Quite excellent indeed. Looks like there's stone and, or not stone, iron and coal down there, which is great, because we'll be able to utilize that quite nicely indeed, which is perfecto. Perfection. It's very, very muy perfecto. And it does look like there's create in here as one of the base mods, and it also looks like I'm gonna need to change some settings so you guys can actually see when we're in the dark. There we go. That's a little bit better. It'll still be a little dark, but you guys can definitely see it much better than before, which is perfect because that's exactly what I wanted. Looks like we got right to the iron, and I think there's vein mining on automatically. Your vein mining configuration does not use key bindings. Okay, interesting. Let's make ourselves a stone pickaxe then, so that we can have one. I think we're gonna go immediately to iron pick from here, purely because I want to make sure that we're gonna be able to, you know, sustain and exist and do the things that we need to do. Mainly getting diamond gear, because I think diamond gear is probably a good starting place. I don't know what extent the gear actually scales to, so there may be, because I think people got like a 2-day head start. I joined a little bit late, but I think people got a couple days head start, so I do want to make sure that I catch up with them and find out what the strongest set of gear is. So I think that's what I'm going to do for right this second. I'm also going to just try and work on gathering as much as we can to upgrade our gathering, because apparently when you upgrade extraction, you get a 40% chance to find extra items when mining ores that drop minerals, and then at 10 and at 16 apparently it goes all the way up to 100 and gives access to the following for Helm of the Treasurer. So the Helm of the Treasurer you can only wear if you have Extraction 100, which I think is going to be our goal for this particular, is getting to level 100 in everything. If we can. It might not be possible, but I don't know how long everyone is planning on doing stuff in here, but it should be quite interesting. It also looks like the koi fish are purely just not, like, they're just food. You don't have to cook them, so they're actually kind of useless as a food. So remind me in the future to not eliminate koi fish, because they don't do anything for us, which is a little unfortunate. Also, I think I'm gonna make a iron pickaxe and an iron sword, because I do think that that's the best play. And then do that, because I should have made a shield. I keep forgetting that shields exist, which is, you know, suboptimal. It's not a great idea to forget that shields exist, but it is what it is, right? And it also looks like I probably would be nice if I could get the iron over there, because then I could make myself a beautiful shield, and I also need buckets, so, you know, getting over there is probably the best idea. You just gotta get through here. Oh, there's more iron down there too. Okay, that's perfect. I'm also gonna need andesite anyway for create stuff, so we should probably just grab a bunch of andesite now. I think that's you know, maybe it's a good idea. It might be a little bit of a good idea to grab ourselves some beautiful little andesite. Yes, andesite. That's the greatest. It's a good stone. Yes. Definitely gonna make a stick for torches so that we can get ourselves some torchery going, so I can actually see stuff. And I need copper. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting copper has uses when you're using create, because copper is mostly useless in other mod packs, other than making some basic stuff. I also don't know what backpack mod they're using in here, so getting a backpack is probably a good idea. But it looks like we can get a little more iron, which is great, although it looks like that was all that was down here, which is fine. 5 more iron, not bad. We can continue our way getting across, just to be able to, you know, casually take care of everything that we need. And we got our cobblestone. Beautiful, beautiful. We're very close to getting our gathering level up a little bit as well, which is great. So yeah, each block gives 0.8 and occasionally 0.16, so I don't actually know if there's any like reason not to just mine a ton while we're here, but oh, it's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world at all. Okay, there we go. Iron, perfect. We get down one more and down one more. Then we build under and under. We get you, we get you. And it looks like there's some gold too. So we go right there and we get some gold, which is perfect. So we're just gonna casually drop down and then we mine straight down. And that was a very bad idea. That could have been incredibly horrendous. That, you know what? I probably should have thought that that could have happened, but I didn't. Because I'd use my brain. I'm very smart. You know, you guys, whoever's been watching for a while, you guys know I make good decisions all the time. Exactly. I would never make a bad decision. That ain't me. Looks like there's some more ore over there. I do think getting our iron currently smelted up is probably a good idea. Let's just do that real quick. We get our iron smelted up, and then we can make a shield. I think a shield is probably a good idea. Shield and probably make a shield and a helmet, just so we can get some armor started. I think that's probably the best play. There's some more iron over here. Let's go grab that real quick. Perfect. It also looks like there's some more iron and gold over here as well, which is even better because it means that we might even get close to getting enough iron. Actually, we're gonna have enough iron to make a chest plate, so I'm very happy with that. I can get a chest plate and some other stuff. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I oh my gosh because my my geckos just leaped off of one of the branches in their tanks. And it was quite funny. Bro just fully yeeted himself onto the ground in his enclosure, hilariously. And by the way, if you want like a good pet, get yourself a crested gecko or a gargoyle gecko. They are just the derpiest little dudes. Also, there's a Zamber. Hello, Mr. Zamber. Perfecto. We have slain the Zamber. And now we grab you guys. Wait. So, if it's based on, like, every hit that I do, is there a training dummy mod in here? No, there's no training dummy. That would have been really cheese if I could just increase my level for certain things based on just training dummy. That would have been a little bit broken, but I definitely would have used it because, again, according to the rules, there is griefing allowed. But not when we're offline, so... Ooh, we just hit, gathering, or extraction 2. We need 6, though, for any abilities or anything crazy. So, you know what, that's gonna be a little bit, but that's fine. Okay, 9 iron. Get ourselves a beautiful, beautiful amount of iron. 10 iron, perfect. Let's make ourselves a chest plate. Okay, sophisticated storage backpack. So I need leather, and then we upgrade to iron, gold, diamond, and netherite. Perfect. And there's stack upgrade omega tier in this one too. Starter tier is 8 copper blocks and upgrade bases, which is probably a good place to start, honestly. It's not too bad. 7, we get ourselves some leggings. And then I think we'll get ourselves, with the remaining 4, we'll get ourselves a bucket. And then we'll leave it at that for now. I do think that's probably the best play. And then we'll have to go down to try and find ourselves some beautiful, delectable, delicious treats, otherwise known as diamonds. We need diamonds. So, because I don't want to get behind, you know? We can't get behind at all. I don't know where everyone else is, what everyone else is up to, but what I do know is I don't want to get rid of my crafting table. And I also want to make sure that we do not get behind, because getting behind would suck. Some lapis. I am gonna need lapis, so probably a good idea to get the lapis taken care of, which is, you know, it's probably good idea. Perfect. We get ourselves some beautiful lapis. Lapis lazuli. Hello, I like myself. Holy, that is dark. Oh, hello, creeper. I would rather you not climb up the thing, you know, that'd be preferential. If you could just kindly, respectfully not do that, because I don't want to explode. I don't know if you know this, but creepers, they explode. And I'm not a fan. So if you could, perchance, please just avoid doing that, that'd be great. Thank you, I appreciate it. Okay, why is it so dark in the water? Oh, well, there we go. We got the water. We can fall down into the water. And now we're down here. Which, thankfully, of course, we can get some more stuff. We get some wait, how much XP does mining redstone ore give us? Because if it's a good amount, 0.54 per level. Okay, that's actually atrocious. What? I mean, considering that wait, there's free diamonds right off rip. Okay, that's great. You know, happy about that. That's perfect. You'll love to see it. 2 diamonds already. Great. Oh my gosh, that's freaking perfect. Okay, we got some other ores over here. What kind of ore is this? Iridescent ore. Okay. Is this one of the rare ones, or is this like whatever? Because if this is one of the rare ones, I got pretty lucky. If not, it is what it is, whatever, you know? But like, wait, there's even more diamonds? Oh my gosh, what is this world gen? This is like actually like sheesh crazy good world gen. Or maybe I'm just like super lucky. I don't actually know, but I don't know what everyone else is up to. I don't think anyone else is on right now because, again, I think most people are actually on a different time zone, but it is what it is because this is relatively nice. We can get ourselves... Okay, there's some more zinc. I'm going to avoid mining the zinc for now, just for this, like, immediate second. And I do think that I want to go up a little bit, because there's another area over here that we can harvest stuff from. What are you? Green fairy. Fairy dust from the mod. I don't know what mod it is, but I mean, thankfully it gave me some food, but I don't fully know. I don't need an iron nugget. I don't know what fairy dust is used for. Pickles, Escarapella, prismatic ring. Okay, we can get a proximity badge. Dr. Binty. Dr. Binty, what? Okay, there's ruby ring. Strength 2 while on fire, plus 4. Okay, so apparently there's just pretty cool stuff. Band of power, radiant honey. Is this a slot item? Yeah, charm slot item for extra max health. Melee damage, we get Strength 2. Empty rings, we get regen. Okay, so apparently it's just a way to make other things. Okay, that's cool, that's cool. I don't need that necessarily. Alright, I don't necessarily need that right now. I probably will need that if I end up doing a ton of... You know, I'm thinking I get kind of evil this SMP, you know? It's been a while, so I think I get a little bit evil. I think that's a good idea. I think we just go absolutely evil. We just wreck house. We go crazy. We do what we need to do. And you know what? It happens. If people get mad, it is what it is. But I don't care, because we're evil, you know? That's just how this works. Also, the vein mining doesn't seem to work. So, I don't know. Maybe it's an enchantment. In fact, it's probably an enchantment. Which would mean that I need the enchantment, which means I need an enchantment table, which means I should probably make a diamond pickaxe, get some obsidian. So I do think that's what I'm gonna do. And then we can farm some cows. I'll need to get some cows first, but farming them shouldn't be too difficult. Just gotta find a couple first, but I mean, hey, it is what it is, right? 15 iron, 4 diamonds. Okay, I got some starting stuff, but not anything too crazy. I do think that I want to go a little bit wild this SMP, so we should probably keep grinding. Trying to find some spectacular, beautiful places. Actually, we still haven't found out what the iridescent shards do. Sniffer eggs, purity pendant, honey necklace, and poison guard necklace. Cloud in a bottle. Okay. Okay. It looks to be mostly a crafting resource. Or the same kind of stuff that we were looking at. Wait. I can... Oh my gosh, I'm gonna troll people so hard with those. Black and white warp pipes. Because they just go... You just warp. It's great. Amber ore? I don't know exactly what amber is from Fossil Origins, but that's fine, because at least we're gonna get to chill and relax. We heavy chillaxing. Okay, so it looks like I'm stupid because I just jumped into lava for no reason, so that was smart of me. Looks like this area doesn't go too crazy. Although we're gonna get a bunch of amber. I don't know what it's used for, but I'll probably figure that out eventually. I mean, it looks nice, but it is what it is. I don't know. Let's go over here. We get ourselves some iron ore, some more iron. I still need a helmet. Looks like we just leveled up our agility again, which is great. I need a little bit more coal, and then I think we should go up and we should make a base somewhere. I don't necessarily think that I want to go too far away from spawn. Just mostly because it seems like people didn't go that far away from spawn, so I want to stay close enough to people where I can, you know, get a little goofy with it. It's all good. We're still good. What is that? Is that like a beehive? I don't want to anger any wasps or anything, like cave wasps. We're just gonna not, you know? That's fine with me. I don't really have a preference. I don't really care. We're just gonna not, and I'm gonna probably mine until I break the pickaxe, and then we're gonna make a diamond pickaxe, and we're gonna harvest some obsidian. I think that's the plan. Well, I decided to make boots and a helmet, and now I'm smelting up the rest of the iron just so we can have it. I'm gonna go up and we're gonna get the extra sugarcane. We're gonna need to harvest some food and get some food started, and then I think from there I'll be able to kind of do whatever I really want to do, because we're a little bit stacked, at least for now. I'm definitely gonna get ourselves the beautiful obsidian as well, but that's like an afterthought essentially. So let's go and let's get ourselves our obsidian, because there was a lava pool up above. I do believe there wasn't there? I think I'm only gonna grab the 4 that I need because I don't want to go too crazy. I do think that everyone only got 2 days, so I'm not gonna go like full netherite yet. I think I'll save that for a bit, but I definitely want to get a farm started. I want to get like just basic level stuff started because I do think that's probably where everyone's at right now. And I don't want to go too crazy far, just because I don't think that's really fair, you know? Probably a way better idea for us to just be kind of chilling, because if we go too far, that would be pretty bad. You know, people would not enjoy. I definitely am gonna need string, though, for the backpack, so... Our rune of space. I don't know if I'm gonna need that, but what I do know that I need is food. I think I'm gonna have to eat some rotten flesh, and we're gonna try and get a little bit back this way. Although, yeah, Spawn Island is over here, so let's create a waypoint. Spawn. Gold. There we go. So we have our spawn waypoint. It's only a couple hundred blocks away. We've got that, and I do think that to build probably we're gonna take over this river space. This river space is gonna be ours from now on. Just because I feel like it, you know? I just said, this is mine now. And you know what? Deal with it. You guys don't get to decide. So, probably should drop down this guy, our furnaces. We can get some stuff smelting up. 3 for you, 1 for you. We get ourselves some chests taken care of. Orc chests. And we can just chuck most of our stuff into here. Don't have to worry about that. I do still need leather. I don't know if there are alternative ways to get leather. Ash fern or rotten flesh to leather. Okay, so we're gonna farm some more zombies, and I'm gonna need to go get another spider. Okay, not too bad, I guess. Is there a way to get string, milling, or other stuff for that? Nope. Okay, that's fine. Oh, good. We can at least get started, though. Let's get ourselves a beautiful, beautiful iron hoe, and we'll be able to get started with farming, I think. I think that's what I'll do right over here. So we'll just plant our seeds, not have to worry about anything too crazy, just gather some logs and build a little bit of a hut over here. And then we can, I want to try and find some, okay, it looks like there's bees. It doesn't look like there's, okay, there's 1 sheep and there's some sheep in the other direction. So, I don't know, do I want to go get the like 1 sheep? Or do I want to save them? I don't really know, actually. I don't know what dragonflies drop, though. Maybe we get rid of a dragonfly, see what happens. I don't know. I'm a little worried if I do that, they'll attack. Because I don't know if you guys know this, dragonflies bite really hard. They're not fun to be around. And I know this from personal experience because I got bit by a dragonfly once. It sucked. It's really not great. I definitely need to cook the charger steak. And definitely gonna need to cook the rotten flesh. I'll leave the sticks in there. And yeah, it's a good starting space, you know? Not anything too crazy. Definitely gonna get some wood farm going, though. Getting enough wood for, I think, what I want to do with my base is gonna take a little bit, but it should be fine. I think I also want to just get all of these for the beautiful seeds that can be hidden within. Because the more seeds we get, the more we can start our farm off with, the better that will be. Thankfully, we're going to be getting a little bit extra XP for our sprinting, which is great. So it looks like there's more sugarcane over here, so I probably should get the sugarcane planted. Goblin? Are these like treasure goblins, or like are they chill usually? Because I don't know. All I know is that that guy is no longer with us, so that's fine. Cardinal. I'm not gonna eliminate a cardinal. Cardinals are too cool. They're too vibey. I don't want to anger yeah, dude, we're not gonna anger the nature. Only grief the other people, and only when they're online, because that's what the rules say. Don't grief when people are offline, is specifically what the rules say. So I'm not gonna do that. Not this time. That wouldn't be me. That wouldn't be chill. That wouldn't be nice. We're just not gonna do it. I am, however, going to try and get as much as I can out of all of this. So we've got a bunch of birch saplings, gonna place them down. We got some more sugarcane. Sugarcane is just going to be placed along the water, because we're going to actually need substantial amounts of it for the enchanting setup. So it's probably a good idea to run around and see if we can find ourselves some more. Oh, level 4. What was it for the, level 5 for attribute modification? So we need level 5 in order to be able to super speed. In order to Sanic. So we need to hit level 5. That's Sasquatch. Got a copper coin and a wooden axe from that. Cool. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but like, hey, it's okay. It's all good. We're chilling. I'm just gonna keep gathering leaves, I do think, while running around. So probably just gonna see how many leaves I can get to start us off. Well, I ran out of all of my hunger, so now I guess we'll walk back nice and slow. Because, I mean, I can't walk any other way, but that's fine. We are, like, halfway through level 4 of our speed, which isn't too bad. I do want to hit level 5 before anything else, though. Just so that I know for certain that I can escape if someone comes to attack me. Because I don't actually know how aggressive the people are, or if there will be some kind of hazing. So we just gotta chill. We just gotta go. Just gotta have fun, and that's all it is. That's all it is. We got a copper coin though, another copper coin, so that's like 3 copper coins total. It's not bad, honestly. And then we've got you. I'm gonna need 1 more diamond. Got the leather that I need. And I think I'm gonna plant our birch saplings just so we can get that going. And then I do think that I want to go over and I want to get those sheep that I saw on the map, because I do think that's it's probably one of the best ways for us to get food right now. Is going to be to eliminate some animals, which I don't really want to do, but I do know that silk cocoon, grappling hook, or silk lead. We got ourselves some more rabbit. We got a rabbit's foot. That's pretty lucky. For out of 2 rabbits, we got our first rabbit foot. That's pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. Perfect. Another silk cocoon. Okay, so silk cocoons are stuff you want to break, because they give relatively good loot. There's also an elk or a deer. That deer is ribbing out. Okay. There we go. Where? There's sheep down here. And then there's another one over there. So we can get 3 sheep for a wool. Set our spawn point. That's all I really need to do right this second, is just set our spawn point at our space so that we don't have to go back all the way to spawn every time. That would kind of suck. So there's a sheep over here. There's boars as well, but I'm not going to just ignore the boars for now. All I need to do is get over to the sheep. There's an aquifer there. We can go down the aquifer if we really wanted to, of course. Looks like there's only 1 chicken, so I might take out the chicken too. I'm just gonna take the egg, and then we'll take you out. And now we just gotta go back to... Dude, the chickens and stuff will respawn. We want to make sure that we can get whatever we need to. I don't know what boars will drop, or if they are aggro. Apparently it's beneath me, but it's actually right here. Boars just drop cooked pork chops? Okay. I mean, I'm not opposed to cooked pork chops. Cooked pork chops and leather? So I can get leather from them. can also get that stuff from... Okay. There's some goblins over here. I don't know why they're AFK, but they just kind of are. Corn cloth. There's some bass in there. We've got another goblin up here. Do I have enough leather? I don't have enough leather, so I need more rotten flesh. So I'll need to wait for nighttime for rotten flesh anyway. I'm not gonna get rid of an otter or a jumping spider, because jumping spiders are too cute. They're my favorite spider. They're the only kind of spider that I will tolerate existing, because my girlfriend's terrified of spiders, so if there's a spider that is not a jumping spider, I will just squish it. And you know what? I'm sorry for those that like spiders, but I don't care. We can go. Let's at least set our spawn point. That's probably a good idea. And then we won't have to worry about anything else. But I am thinking that I want to kind of just continue along this trajectory. I'm gonna need more diamonds. But we're on our way. We almost have a backpack, and that's all I really need for right this second, is a backpack, and then coupled with a couple other things. Cooked pork chops we can put in there, raw mutton, rabbits. Yeah, for the most part, most of the stuff can just get chucked in here. No reason to really separate it or anything. Putting an actual amount of coal in here is probably a good idea. Rest now, there's monsters nearby. What monster is nearby? I don't understand. Oh, there we go. Oh, all dimensions and most mobs are missing. That's why. Okay, gotcha. I was confused why it seemed like there was just no mob AI, but I guess now I know the reason. I don't think I got a hit in, so we didn't get, like, anything too crazy, but we did get a bow and some other stuff, which is not bad. There's a cave there, some creepers, some other stuff. We didn't get the rotten flesh that I wanted. I would have preferred rotten flesh, but that's fine. Attribute modification, we got it unlocked. So we now modify the movement speed by 0.2 per skill level. So we are at 1% increased move speed, which will end up stacking probably quite substantially, if I had to guess, because, well, usually it does. So that'll be fun. What else do we want to do? We could try going after, you know, we'll go after a bear. We'll go after a bear. I do think I should waypoint my base, though. There we go. Base waypointed. I do think also that I want to get as far as I can along the levels and XP as possible. Also, it looks like the stuff only increases when you end up slaying a mob, not when you damage, so we'll need to keep that in mind for future. The bear was just doing 360. What? It was goofy as hell. Okay, what do I use fur for? Don't actually know. Okay, that's great. That's fine. Okay, there's some ducks. I'm gonna look for more boars. There's boars over here. It seems like boars are gonna be the best way for us to get leather, at least as of right now. And we're also gonna make sure to break all of these silk cocoons that we find, because they drop good stuff apparently. Supposedly there's a boar coming up right around here. Perfect. And the other boar, of course, is trying to escape and did not end up escaping, but he got close. That would have been bad, but it's fine. Any more boars? Doesn't look like it. Does look like there's some goblins. Leaf insect as well. The more goblins we can get, the better, because we can use those coins for trading. Although I don't know exactly whether we will or not, but I mean, hey, it is what it is, right? Itty what it is. Some more burbs. Just gonna casually come over here. Perfect. And I'm just gonna yoink the sugarcane over here as well, and then probably check if there's any more boars. But yeah, I don't know exactly. I don't really know what I'm gonna do for the rest of this, but I do think that I'm almost to the point where I'm done. I think that the only thing left that I really want to do is gonna be getting a little bit more coinage and then farming a tiny bit more, or mining a little bit more for some more diamonds, because I do think that that's probably a good idea. I mean, diamonds are pretty dope, right? Like, let's be real, diamonds, they're pretty nice. Is that just a giant catfish? It is. That's dope. Okay, 2 pieces of catfish. Okay, for such a big catfish, that's a little bit crazy, but that's okay. I'm okay with this. This is okay. This is alright. And then we're at 4 leather. I need more string. Get string. I'm gonna need to wait for nighttime for spiders, or we go under. It looks like there's some illagers over here that we can get to. Potentially they could drop some stuff. I don't fully know though. Well, that worked actually surprisingly well. Okay, so apparently piercing just goes through shields. So that's not fun. How did you hit me, like, around a corner? What? Okay, well, we can't go into a village yet, because we are going to have Bad Omen for an hour and 40 minutes. Okay, that's fine with me, I guess. Because I say I guess because I don't have a choice, but, you know, it's fine. It's all good. We're chilling. It's fine. Not worried. Okay, we can get ourselves our book as well, because we've got the sugarcane for it. We've got that. I just need the string, and I need a diamond. And I think this is where I'm going to end it for right this second. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully next time some more people will be on and we'll be able to chill. So anyway, GG's, peace. See you next time on the Respawn SMP.